Frederik and Mary of Denmark concluded their first sailing season as monarchs this Friday, a journey that spanned over 4 months. Around 3 o'clock in the afternoon, the couple disembarked in Copenhagen from the royal ship Dannebrog, a nearly century-old vessel that Frederik and Mary officially boarded at the beginning of May last year. Their voyage marked their first official tour of the Nordic countries and a summer tour of several Danish cities. The ceremonial disembarkation took place at Nordic Pier near Amalienborg Palace, where the kings are hosting a dinner this evening for the officers of the Dannebrog who accompanied them throughout these weeks of sailing. Queen Margrethe, who traditionally hosts such dinners at the end of each sailing season, has also been invited to this evening's event at the palace. For the final day of the cruise, Queen Mary chose a dark blue suit with an anchor-shaped brooch pinned to one of the lapels and her hair tied back in a ponytail with a silk scarf. Frederik wore his Danish Royal Navy uniform, looking elegant in his military attire and in good spirits as he greeted fans. Mary highlighted her natural beauty with a glowing makeup base, blush, and a touch of mascara. The couple smiled and enjoyed the sunny weather as they left the royal ship. Since ascending the throne in January this year, Frederik and Queen Mary have made state visits only to Sweden and Norway, chosen for their cultural, social, and economic closeness. They later visited Greenland, but after their holiday, the royal couple decided to resume their agenda with an important commitment. This Wednesday, the Danish royal court announced that on October 8th and 9th, they will host the first state visit of Icelandic President Gudni Th Johannesson and her husband, Mr. Gislason. The King and Queen will officially receive the President and host a formal dinner in her honor, with a business delegation also planned. The announcement was made publicly as Frederik and Mary disembarked from the Dannebrog at Nordic port in Copenhagen. The Dannebrog was christened by Queen Alexandrine in the early 1930s and has been used by the Danish royal family for their sea tours since then. For instance, in late July last year, King Frederik and Mary arrived on this ship at the Faroe Islands, located between the United Kingdom and Iceland, which, like Greenland, are part of the Kingdom of Denmark. The return of the kings to Copenhagen this Wednesday also marks their return to their official residence in the city, Amalienborg Palace. At the start of the sailing season, Frederik and Mary moved to Fredensborg Castle, as its location was more convenient for their travels on the royal ship. Last week, Queen Mary appeared solemn as she accompanied her husband King Frederik at Flag Day celebrations in Copenhagen. It was a special and emotional day for the royal family dedicated to honoring those sent on missions on behalf of Denmark. On this day, the King and Queen visited the military headquarters of Kastellet, where they participated in a traditional wreath-laying ceremony in honor of Danish soldiers stationed abroad. Mary chose an elegant black dress with a square neckline and elbow-length sleeves for the event, along with stylish pink strappy sandals. Her look was completed with a large pearl necklace, matching stud earrings, a bracelet, and Cartier love bangles. She topped off her outfit with a wide-brimmed dark blue hat that shielded her face from the sun. Her loose, shiny chestnut hair was neatly styled, and her makeup featured smoky eyeshadows and soft pink lipstick. King Frederik, dressed in military uniform, looked equally thoughtful as he laid a wreath in honor of the soldiers. The ceremony was attended by veterans and other honored guests. Despite the somber atmosphere, the king managed to smile alongside his wife during the ceremonies. Flag Day, celebrated on September 5th, is an official holiday in Denmark and includes numerous events and ceremonies in memory and support of deployed soldiers. Recently, the king and queen bid farewell to their eldest son, Crown Prince Christian, who departed for East Africa. The 18-year-old prince will spend time there until December working on a farm and participating in a deep learning program. Mary admitted that parting with her son would be very difficult. "We will miss him incredibly, very, very much," she said during a ceremony in Copenhagen earlier this month. She added that both she and King Frederik are happy for their son and look forward to hearing his travel stories upon his return. The Danish palace announced that Prince Christian would be working on farms, exploring local natural landscapes, and learning from locals how to balance work, life, and care for nature. Thus, Prince Christian follows a tradition set by his father and grandmother, Queen Margrethe. A palace representative explained that Danish heirs traditionally spend a significant amount of time abroad in their youth to broaden their horizons and appreciate the world's diversity. The return of King Frederik and Queen Mary to Copenhagen marks not only the end of their first summer sailing season as reigning monarchs but also the beginning of a new chapter in their reign. With every step they take, whether through distant visits or participation in local events, they show a commitment to strengthening ties both with their closest neighbors and with the world at large. Their active involvement in the life of the country, their sincerity, and their openness in interacting with the people demonstrate how much they value being close to those who have entrusted them with this journey. The warmth and attention to detail they have shown throughout the voyage and in subsequent meetings speak to a new wave of royal spirit, one that is more modern and democratic. King Frederik and Queen Mary's example is inspiring and serves as a reminder of the importance of balancing tradition with contemporary challenges while remaining true to their roots and their people. This approach brings hope for a prosperous future for the kingdom, where wisdom and humanity will define a new era.